these past few months, and there was a video that I've uploaded a while ago about how I was like feeling and stuff. And like looking back at it, I'm so dumb because like I was just down at myself the entire time. But anyways, I'm gonna delete that video and we're just gonna like start over. You know, before I start reading some poetry, I just want to say I'm still thinking about what I want to do, and I think for now I kind of just want to like keep this ASMR channel and then create like a main channel and just do ASMR, not as like much as like my main channel and stuff, because I also have a new TikTok account and everything, so like I'm starting fresh, so like ASMR is not gonna be like my main thing, if that makes sense. But I still kind of want to do ASMR regardless, because why not? But anyway, friends, I missed you all. Thank you so much for being patient. Anyway, let's just get to the chase, shall we? Let's just get into it. I also only had like 3 hours of sleep, so I'm doing the best I can to like stay awake. Also, I apologize if you hear any like background noises. I live in a very noisy neighborhood, and I don't know why, but don't worry, I'm moving out soon, so yeah. Anyways, today's poetry book is called The Way Forward by Young Pablo. Pueblo, Young Pueblo. Okay. This book was actually gifted to me for my birthday by my twin sister. And as you guys know, I love poetry, I love reading poetry, and I like to write my own poetry as well. And I thought, why not be a good idea to just read some poetry to you all, you know, like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and read a few of the poetry that's in here, and we're just gonna hang out. And chill and vibe. So I don't know, like tuck in bed, everyone. If you're listening to this in bed, tuck in. Put on an eye mask, or grab some wine, chill with me. I wish I had some wine. That's a good video idea, actually. Anyways, don't steal from me, don't copy me. Anyway, let's just like hang out and chill, you know. A way forward, The Way Forward by Young Pueblo. It is number one New York best selling author, and it also has like a compass: north, east, south, and west. I think also my room was a mess, so shut up, I don't want to hear it. Okay, shut up. Okay, I'm gonna start reading some poems to you guys, okay? Okay, so this is like kind of like the intro, and then we'll get started with like chapter 1, I think. There's like 4 chapters. there's five. So there's existing, emerging, together, direction, and confidence. Also, if I fuck up reading this, I'm so sorry. Be honest with yourself about where you are going, how you want to feel while you are heading there, and who you want to be when you arrive. Every moment is a destination, an opening, a space for growth. The end goal should not distract you from taking each step with intention. You are seeing the results of your own commitment and the power of your courage. The fact that your mind feels lighter shows you that you are moving in the right direction. You are entering into a better life where your reactions are less intense and your mind has more flexibility and determination. Everything is not perfect. There are still challenges and times of struggle. But you are learning not to let the down moments define you, and you are more gracefully embracing change. The inward journey has sparked your evolution. Opened your perspective to a new level of clarity, and each connection you cherish now has new depth. Let me read that paragraph again. I'm so sorry. The inward journey has sparked your evolution. Open your perspective to a new level of clarity, and each connection you cherish now has new depth. But the journey is not over. You prepare yourself for another period of growth with your highest goals in mind and the truth you feel. Your inner wisdom will show you the way forward. So that was the intro, and now we're gonna read the first part of the poetry book, Existing. Again, I'm so sorry if I mess up, okay? I'm human, okay? I'm not the perfect reader, okay? Leave me alone. Shut up. On to our first poem, okay? I like you. Okay, shut up. Okay. There are times when all you can do is survive. Moments when growing doesn't even seem like an option, and healing feels hundreds of miles away. The trauma and old hurt can weigh so heavily that all you do is try to stay afloat, to endure another day. If a 16 takes every ounce of your energy, then that alone is heroic work. For people who have revived themselves after almost drowning in trauma, do not get enough credit. Even through the pain was massive, they did not stay stagnant or become bitter. They knew the only way out was a path of healing, and they used it to start a new life. Unpopular truth: what is meant for you will sometimes feel scary, risky, and new. Ease and calm don't always mean you're moving in the right direction. The biggest rewards usually come from having the guts and perseverance to create your own path. I like that one. I wish I had like my little sticky notes so I can showed me that selfishness is needed. The chaos taught me to build boundaries. The hurt showed me that healing and rebirth are possible. The magic happens once you accept that you can't regulate others' emotions or experiences. That's when you begin to live your most authentic life. Some people will not get you, but what that matters is that you get you. Be kind, help others, and don't forget to live for yourself. That was cute. I apologize. I don't know why I'm like laughing. It is normal to feel down, tired, and emotionally exhausted when you are going through a big transition, especially when you have to let go of something good for the chance at something better. Great changes are not meant to be easy. They arise to inspire your growth. Maturity is realizing that half of what you want to say does not need to be said. Being able to see the difference between ego reactions and helpful points that can uplift harmony or reaffirm your values makes a real difference. Speak your truth does not mean speak your ego. Life will distract you and pull your senses in a different direction. But within you, there is a clear compass that points relentlessly toward the freedom you have been seeking. Not the unfulfilling freedom of access or of being without responsibility. The true freedom that comes from knowing your mind and body so thoroughly that wisdom reveals itself to you. Embrace the silence. Don't fight what arises. Accept the waves of change and let insight unlock truth after truth until you finally experience undeniable liberation. 9 things that hold great power. Rest, kindness, meditation, vulnerability, healing yourself, being honest with others, embracing lifelong growth, fostering deep connections, giving without wanting in return. How are you liking these poems so far? Let me know. It is only heavy because you are deciding over and over again to carry it. Embrace change. Loosen up your senses of identity. Let yourself walk a new path. You do not have to ignore or erase the past. You just have to wholeheartedly embrace the present and move on. Emotional maturity is not about being above your emotions. It is about being able to sit with the rawness of every feeling without letting it take over your mind and actions. It is about facing storms without getting blown away. I get lost while trying to survive. My mind was busy fighting itself. My energy was focused on acting as if I were stable. My heart felt clogged up with old pain. The The struggle continued until I realized that dwelling on the past would never change what happened. Slowly, my attention shifted to the present. Accepting myself gave me back some of my energy. I began to carve a new road, one that would lead me to better things. Along the way, I found the parts of me that I have misplaced. As I was busy building a life that supports my peace of mind, healing gave me a guiding lesson. To continue moving forward, I simply need to treat myself and others with gentleness and honesty. Love is much bigger than relationships. Love is the way you heal yourself, the kindness you give to others, the gentleness you give yourself in turbulent times, the space you hold for close friends, the intention with which you live in the present, and the energy that changes the world. Love is every moment that elevates the human experience and all the small things that make life shine. This next one is pretty short. It says, manage your reactions, but do not suppress your emotions. Even after the love was gone, we hung on to each other because we wanted to avoid the sting of a heartache and the hard work of rebuilding our lives. We let it drag on so long that time felt stagnant and the colors lost their brightness. The mismatch was evident. The fights were exhausting. Patience felt overstretched. Until the day came when it was time to face the hurt. The tears ran freely. The sorrow felt explosive. A major chapter was finally closing. Just as a star explodes in grandeur, our parting produced the energy to begin again. It took this great loss for both of us to eventually feel fully revitalized. That was deep. I felt that. The clearest red flag, as if they are consistently breaking out the worst in you. The hard truth is that a connection doesn't automatically lift you up. Sometimes it aggravates the roughest parts of your old conditioning and brings things to the surface in an unhealthy way. When someone doesn't know how to process their own tension, they project it onto whoever is closest to them. Facts. It is easier to place the blame on others than to see yourself clearly. Proximity breeds tension because egos are rough. The friction between egos ignites unnecessary arguments. Facts. This next poem has 2 paragraphs. Don't let the storm limit what you can't see. Light is bound to appear again, especially because you can change things. These heavy feelings are but a short note in the history of your life. It is easy to forget the depth of your power when everything feels rough. When you have already outcome so much to be where you are now. Tough moments are common before a great victory. Lean on the fact that you are more than a survivor. You are more than your past. You are more than what hurts. Old habits do not define you. You are a hero who is ready to emerge. Your transformation will inspire others to do hard things. They need to thrive. Even if this moment is a struggle, you can always start again. I used to see my past as a hindrance. All of the mistakes I've made, all of the failed relationships, all of the pain I was given that I never wanted to carry. At first, I wanted to forget those memories, to scratch them out of the book of my life. But now I see that even though my story started heavy, that did not stop me from finding my inner light. My sadness was my motivator. My pain became my teacher. If you listen closely to your hurt, it'll say, there is a better way than this, and all you have to do is respond. Show me I'm ready. You have to willingly admit when you have lost your way. It is normal to lose sight of what's important, to stumble and take a few steps backward. A long journey is A long journey is never a straight line. Gently telling yourself the heart. I'm reading that. You have to be willing to admit when you have lost your way. It is normal to lose sight of what's important, to stumble and take a few steps backward. A long journey is never a straight line. Gently telling yourself the hard truth is the best method of realigning and getting back to the right path. Intention is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. It sets actions into motion and it gives them a direction. Words get their energy from the intention we place into them. If you want to reclaim your power, start by being intentional. And honestly, folks, I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop here. So what do y'all think about this poetry book? I think I've noticed a pattern already where it's definitely about growing and healing and just being a better person for yourself and learning the lessons that you have, learning the lessons and overcoming them. And I think this is really, really great. And I actually really, really like it. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know. I think I might read the whole thing and then I might just pick out some of my favorites. But anyways, before I go, thank you friends for hanging out. It really means a lot to me. Like this video. I'm glad to be doing ASMR again. Remember, I'm not gonna do ASMR all the time, okay? I'm only gonna do ASMR here and there. I might still post weekly, who knows? I don't know what's going on, but just thank you for all of the support, all of the love. It means a lot to me. And yeah, that's basically it. Alrighty guys, thank you guys so much.